Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back into Shenandoah, Iowa. Harry Sparger Field. We got baseball tonight. Some non-conference baseball action between your Shenandoah Mustangs and the Missouri Valley Big Reds. TJ Young alongside the coach, Jay Soderberg. Coach, beautiful night for some non-conference baseball.
It is a perfect evening tonight. We had a little bad weather yesterday, but we're rolling with some great weather here tonight. 2 nights we've had baseball, 2 great evenings. We must be part of that here.
It's got to be. So, a little bit about the Big Reds. 2-0 on the year. Shenandoah comes in 1-1. Missouri Valley took down Red Oak 15-7, and then they beat the alphabet soup of Maple Valley, Anthony, Charter Oak, Ute, MVA, OCOU, 8-2. So they are 2-0 coming in, playing some good baseball. So should be a good one here tonight.
Absolutely. And Shenandoah coming off a win the other night as well, to even their record at 1-1. So Mustangs looking to stay hot and get that second win of the year.
So starting batting order tonight for the visitors, Braden Neal will be leading off, Owen Becerra batting second, Mason McIntosh third, Nelson Clark fourth, and then it'll be Taylor Glennie. He'll be the DH batting fifth, DHing for Dylan Kasur, who's pitching tonight. Sixth is Cam Raleigh in right field, and seventh is Leighton Mason playing second, Dylan Davis batting eighth, and Jack Handles batting ninth. Coach, do a little Doug Meyer Chevy around the horn here for the Mustangs.
And for the Mustangs, out in left field, we have Seth Zwickels, center field, Camden Lorimer, and in right, Dalton Athan. And then on the infield at third base, Logan Twyman, Jade Spangler at shortstop, Cole Scammon at second, Gage Heron at first base, and behind the plate, Hunter Dukes, and on the mound tonight is Eli Cameron.
Cameron getting the start on the bump. Hunter Dukes donning the tools of ignorance, as we like to say. But good to see him back there behind home plate. And we will kind of keep you up to date as best as we can. There is a rescheduled softball game that we were supposed to call last night. Mother Nature had other ideas, so we're not calling that game. We are calling the scheduled game of the Missouri Valley Baseball, and the Eli Cameron ready to rock and roll against Braden Neal. First pitch down and away for ball one. So 1-0 to the leadoff hitter, sophomore Braden Neal. 222 batting average early in the year. 1 RBI, but a 364 on base. Pretty good on base for your leadoff hitter.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want on the top spot.
1-0 again, down and away. So need to just kind of find that target here, Cameron, early in the year. I believe his first time pitching this season.
Yeah, definitely. Probably got a little bit of that nervous energy on the mound here for the first time. You just got to take that deep breath, find the strike zone, makes everything a little bit easier.
2-0 offering to Neal. That's a little bit up and in. So a nice advantage count for the Big Reds leadoff hitter, sophomore Braden Neal, right away.
And Cameron just got to follow through a little bit here. Everything's been a little bit high here early.
The 3-0 offering from Eli Cameron, that's in there, so he gets on the board here. So it's 3 balls and a strike, the count to Neal.
Yeah, a little get-me-over fastball on that one, but needed a strike there. You don't want to see that first batter and go 4 pitches walk.
3-1 offering to Neal. Right-handed hitter, he'll pop one right up the elevator shaft. That's going to get towards the backstop and nearly a diving catch there, or sliding catch there by Dukes. A big backstop area back there. Dukes has got that state track champion speed. He can get back there, cover a lot of ground, almost made a really nice play.
Yeah, and that's a little, sometimes unusual for your catcher to have great speed, but he did a really good job closing in and almost made an outstanding catch on that one.
You always want to have your best athletes as catcher at this level. I'm sorry. That's just me. People say shortstop. I digress. Payoff pitch is popped up and out of play.
You got to get a moving car. That is worth double points. A moving car.
And to be fair, had it not been driving, it would not have hit a car.
No, it would not have. It would have landed perfectly, but on the move, hopefully no
good body shot.
Yeah,
Meyer Chevrolet.
We do have any dents, even from the hail the other day. Yeah, we know a good place to send them.
Payoff pitch one more time. That's popped right up the elevator shaft. Let's see who calls it. That's going to be Cameron, being an athlete and making the play in foul territory. So that will be a foul out F1. That should have probably been the third baseman's ball. Maybe you couldn't see it, but should have been his ball.
And with that, that sun's kind of at that angle. You can see Logan's got sunglasses on. Jade has sunglasses on there, and that kind of the left side of the infield. It's difficult to see, but Cameron did a nice job being, the best athlete on the field, that pitcher, as you say. But I think,
as
in high school, but, you kind of want your best athletes right up the middle, and I think Shenandoah's got that here.
And that's going to bring up Owen Becerra, freshman shortstop, so it's pretty good accomplishment in and of itself. 444 is his batting average to start the season. 545 on base, Coach, with 4 stakes already on the year.
Yeah, fantastic start to the season.
There's a ground ball right to the shortstop, Spangler. Spangler steps, fires, and Heron did kept the tippy toes.
Yeah, got the toe
on the bat.
Stayed on there.
It's going to be
play.
A 6-3 put out for out number 2. So Cameron, there are 3 straight balls, and then he just continually filled the strike zone, and then 2 straight strikes to Becerra, maybe finding that rhythm here early.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. He kind of calmed down after those first 3, like you said, and now has really thrown well here in the last little bit.
Here comes Mason McIntosh, the senior third baseman. 556 batting average on the year, Coach. 4 stakes already here early. Big kid. There's a high drive deep down the line. That's hooking foul, and it will be foul. Long strike. First strike, number 1. And to be fair, if you look, we'll show it later, but the wind's blowing straight down. You look at the flag at the armory there, deep in the background.
Yeah.
It's blowing straight down, so to hit the ball that far is pretty impressive today.
Yeah, no, he was locked into that pitch early, and he hit that thing hard.
0-1 offering, tried to float a bender in there and just kind of stayed up, never really, kind of a cement mixer there.
Yeah, and, Cameron on that one, all you got to think about is, yes, it's a loud and long, but just a strike.
I don't hate the idea, though. The guy was way ahead of your fastball, float a bender over. And another one, he's way out in front of his McIntosh. That one's going on to Kay Anderson field. That's how far he pulled that. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, way in front of the velocity.
Yeah.
So, you almost want to slow him down a little more. If you got a changeup, a curve that can get over, chance to speed his bat up a little bit.
Yep, definitely here.
1-2 offering, some fastball down and in, so we're even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That happens a lot, Coach. I feel like I've been saying that.
Yeah, that's all right.
A lot.
No, and it's one of those, even if you're Lorimer, you might shift a little bit more over here to that left center gap with him being so far ahead.
2-2, there's a bender, and it just kind of stayed up, but that kind of worked out for Cameron, as that's going to be an easy pop-up to the first baseman, so no runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the first we go. Mustangs coming to bat.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Shenandoah Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
We're back here at Shenandoah. Bottom of the first we go. Starting lineup, the batting order for the Mustangs. We'll get it on your screen there. Tyler Babe will be leading off. Jade Spangler second. Hunter Dukes third. Camden Lorimer batting cleanup. Dalton Nathan batting fifth. Gage Heron sixth. Logan Twyman seventh. Cole Scammon eighth. And Seth Zwickel batting ninth. So that is the starting lineup. The Doug Meyer Chevrolet starting lineup. Cheap Pop. There you go. You're welcome. And on the bump tonight for the Big Reds is Dalen Couture. Not to be confused with Randy Couture, a great MMA fighter. Similar sounding names.
Yeah, very, yeah.
But definitely not the same person.
No, two different guys. Maybe there is an MMA feature for him, but not yet, just pitching tonight.
So Couture has thrown let's make sure I say this right. He's pitched in 2 games this year, just 2 innings. He's got a 7 ERA. He's only faced 9 hitters so far this year, so he's kind of been the reliever the first 2 games, just maybe throwing an inning each, just kind of getting his feet wet. But he gets his first start tonight against the Mustangs, who kind of turned their batting situation around. Tough Lewis Central game, really good pitching for the first game of the year. Come back in their last game, put up a 14-burger in a 10-run effort, 10-run ruling. The last game, and the name is Mount Air. Mount Air, really, really good up and down the lineup.
Yeah, and they got on Mount Air early, and that was the thing they just couldn't do against Lewis Central. They just couldn't scratch enough offense together to even get into the game there. And so it was nice to see the Mustang bats come alive there the other night and put up 14. So it's not bad when you're averaging 7 runs a game.
Yeah, the 0 doesn't look nearly as bad when you follow it up with a 14.
With a 14 comes the next one. So you just tip your hat, your cap to the Lewis Central pitcher that night, and you just move on.
And, part of that early season success at the plate is stepping into the batter's box right now. Tyler Babe, the sophomore, had a really good showing against Lewis Central, and then another really good showing in the last game against Mount Air. 286 hitter, first pitch well out in front of a fastball, 0-1. But Babe kind of giving them that length in the lineup, allowing Coach Roberts maybe to drop Spengler from 1 to 2, move Lormer a little bit, lengthen that lineup out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. It's an interesting look not having Jade at the top of the lineup like he's been there the last few, last year at least, and I think even previous year as a sophomore, he was kind of one of those top hitters for the Mustangs. And so good spot here for Tyler Babe. He's down 0-2 in the count, but just try to put something in play and see what he can do.
Kosura with the 0-2. There's another fastball, and he fouled it off. Kind of an emergency hack there for Babe. It's too close to let go, so I got to just try to get a piece of it, and he stayed alive.
Yeah, he didn't get a lot on it, but just enough. Stays in the at-bat here. Can see at least one more pitch, hopefully a couple more.
Kosura does it again. No balls, 2 strikes. That one's in the dirt. So good AB so far for Babe, hanging in there, making Kosura work a little bit, letting the Mustangs get a look at him.
Yeah, definitely one of those things you want out of your leadoff hitter. See a couple pitches here early. Let the rest of the lineup see what the pitcher's got.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Kosura, and the wind and the pitch, and that's down. So again, another really good take. That probably wasn't overly close, but it's a good take. So it's 2-2 from the new leadoff hitter for the Mustangs. However long that lasts, if it's a good night tonight, maybe it continues.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they had a little clerical question there.
Yeah, I think they were trying to make sure they both had the same count there as the umpires were having a quick conversation there. But 2-2, and Tyler's done a nice job battling back in this at-bat.
2-2 offering to Babe. That ball's just kind of booty knocked out into right field, and we'll take it. That's a leadoff single for Tyler Babe, and boy, just keep the hits a-coming, Mr. Babe. Good job.
Yeah, no, that was not gonna be overly impressed, with your exit velocity on that one, but as we have always said, he's got himself on base now, and a nice job there, just battling in that at bat, down 0-2 to now he's on first base. He's got some decent speed. Spangler's up here, and now it's looking good here for the Mustangs early in the first inning.
So Spangler now gets to bat with guys on base, and I think that's kind of a crucial thing here. You're able to manipulate your lineup a little bit, righty-lefty kind of, but Spangler's a guy that has got a lot of varsity experience, and he's kind of never been able to bat with guys on base very much. Now you get a chance to bat with a guy on base. First pitch in for strike 1, and Spangler has only played in 1 game this year, did not play in the Mount Air game Tuesday. I believe that was just a state golf situation.
Yep. He was up at golf there. So a state golf qualifier there from Jade.
So 0-1 to Spangler. There's a bunt, and it's just going to go foul. And when it hits the grass here at Harry Sparger Field, she's dead.
Yeah. The fertilizer that is on this field, outstanding job by the grass people here, the maintenance men and women of Shenandoah to get this place growing. Next year, maybe want to just take it back just a little bit. It is, like we talked about, very lush grass this year.
It's shorter. You can tell they've mowed it shorter.
Yep, but it looks good. I mean, it's already green, looks fantastic.
0-2 offering to Spangler. That's a shot right at the third baseman, and a very unlucky double play for Shenandoah as McIntosh fields the hot corner well, and it earned its name, hot corner.
Yeah.
And he fired to first for the double play.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tyler moving on the pitch kind of just gets stuck in that situation, and it's hit right at him. So, unfortunately there for the Mustangs, right into a double play, and you lose that leadoff runner.
That brings up Hunter Dukes, and takes first pitch for a ball. Anytime your batting average at any point in the season starts with a 7, doing something right. So batting .714 on the season. Almost all of that coming in the last game, but did have a single against Lewis Central. And it's 2-0 now to the 3-hole hitter, the backstop for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and definitely it doesn't matter if it's the first game or the last game. Yeah, if you have a 7 at that first number in the batting,
it's impressive.
It's very good.
So 2-0 to Dukes, and that ball is chopped to shortstop. It's going to be a tough play, and in time. So nice stretch over there by the first baseman. That was Nelson Clark. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. Top of the second, still scoreless here in Shenandoah.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
We're back here at Shenandoah. Nothing here, top of the second, just about to begin. Behind us, Bob Lucky, Fulton Field. There's 2 outs and the bases are loaded in the bottom of the first for the Phillies, and it's a tie ball game, 1-1. The top of the order getting it done again over there for Shenandoah. As Rogers got on base, as it looks like Burdorf's at third. So, yeah, again, the top of the order kind of working their way on and manufacturing some runs over there. Should be 2 really good games here tonight at the Shenandoah Sports Complex. I don't actually know if that's what it's called. Wilson Aquatic Center Sports, I don't know. Help me out here.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, the Shenandoah Sports Complex. I like that.
That's kind of what it seems. I mean, you got tennis courts. They play a lot of pickleball here in town.
Yeah,
have you seen
I have.
They're
As I was walking in, yeah.
Pickleball galore. That's amazing. That's great.
No,
Keeps
love
the
it.
kids off their phones.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
And a lot of my former students out there playing some pickleball, so it's good to see.
Yeah, there's at least 2 courts going, but during the JV games, there was 3 or 4.
Yeah,
They were all full.
And it's like you say, it's a perfect night out here.
Yeah.
We got 1 more day of school left, and then we get to, as teachers say, our favorite line, tag, you're it, parents, for the next couple months.
So we are ready with that for the top of the second. Eli Cameron sets, fires, and throws the strike into Nelson Clark. Made a good stretch to get the 3rd out to end the bottom of the first. Clark, a .429 hitter. He's got 3 hits on the year, and the 0-1 pitch is lazily popped up just behind second base, and Cole Scammon makes the play. So 2 pitches for Cameron and 1 out. So a really good start again for Cameron after that 3-0 to begin the game. Really just kind of settling in here.
Yeah, no, nice job there. First batter up, you get 2 pitches out, you take that all night long.
And that's Glenny, and Glenny's going to hit a just kind of a soft line drive into the left field, shallow left field for a 1-out single. First hit of the night for Missouri Valley. Glenny, I didn't even get a chance to talk about him. 250 hitter on the year. So good for him. He's going to up the old batting average and a 1-out base runner.
Yeah, other than the foul ball that was hit a long ways down the left field line, nothing really hard hit against Cameron here. He's missing barrels, and that's what you want, but just kind of right off the end of the bat and just right over the third baseman's head.
That brings up Cam Raleigh, and he pops one up. That's going to be a tough play. It's in foul territory. Spangler on the move, and it's off his glove. That would have been a heck of a play. Had to go a long ways, but it's just an unfortunate strike for Shenandoah and an unfortunate break for Raleigh and the Big Reds.
Yeah, no, that was a nice job there by Jade covering ground. And one of those, after you make such a long run, just trying to locate that ball, maybe you see that one up just right in the sunshine a little bit, and that's a very tough. Even if you overrun that, you have to kind of reach back and try to catch that one.
So Raleigh, 500 batting average on the year early in the game, early in the season, but Still pretty solid anytime you have a 5 at the beginning, too. And there's a bender, and that's fouled off right off of the whatever coach calls it. The end of the bat he's got a name for it.
No, just the end of the bat. It's not the button. We'll just go with the end of the bat.
So it's 0-2. But that bender was the first one so far that it looked like had appropriate movement, right?
Yeah, yep.
The first two kind of just stayed up cement mixers, and that one had some movement. Now 0-2, there's another bender. First base occupied, so Raleigh is out. There's a runner live in between first and second. Dukes runs them down and throws to second for out number 3. And that's a weird double play,
That is
but we're going to take it.
Yeah, that's definitely one, as a coach, you're looking at him like, what are you doing out there? And unfortunately, the runner had no good answer.
We'll do some housekeeping. We'll figure out exactly what that was, and then we'll come back for the bottom of the second.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and you put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the second, and Coach and I were talking during the break with Marvin, our stats guy, and that was the weirdest strike him out, throw him out double play that we've ever seen, because officially it's a caught stealing per Marvin and a 2-4 put out to end the inning.
Yeah, we always kind of giggle at that we see something new every night, and right there, that's one of those moments where the runner on first base kind of just lost where he was and kind of just got stuck in no man's land. And so Cameron Lorimer to lead off the Mustangs here in the bottom of the second.
Lorimer leading off 429 through the first couple of ball games. Had a rough game one, as a lot of Mustangs did, but bounced back nicely, like a lot of Mustangs did in game 2. And his reward is be bumped down into the cleanup spot here.
Yeah.
It's down 0-1 as Kasur gets ahead. 0-1 and misses down, so 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, nice eye there by Cameron. Lay off that low one to see if he can get him to chase. But now he's going to try to put that first runner on base again for the Mustangs. Get a little rally going, see if we can get one on the board.
Kasur, 1-1 pitch. That ball is in on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah. And definitely one that, even if you offer at, you're probably not putting into play at a great spot there on that outside corner. So now you got to battle 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Lorimer, and he'll chop one that bounces off the lip. Good diving stop and safe infield single. I'll tell you what, that was the second really nice stop there by Becerra, the freshman, and just didn't have the time to throw out Lorimer, who's a speedy runner, so an infield single for Shenandoah.
Yeah, and it's never easy when the third baseman cuts in front of you there. So McIntosh made the attempt, Becerra coming, and like you said, took a funny hop right off the lip and made a great play and just didn't have enough to get the runner out first.
Lorimer at first, Athan chopped one right off the glove of McIntosh, and Lorimer, he's not messing around. He's going first to third, so that's going to be back-to-back, basically infield singles. First pitch swinging, and we've talked about it for a game and an inning in the third, or an inning and a half. This grass, if you're not used to it, it's going to play tricks on you.
Yeah, no, definitely, and it's done that multiple times already. And again, a ball that's not hard hit, scoots past, and then even into the outfield, the left fielder's probably expecting it to come a little bit faster. It never really gets there. And Cameron Lorimer with some heads-up base running goes first to third.
So that brings up Gage Heron, swing and a miss, strike 1 on the first pitch. Heron, interesting stat line through the first 2 games, Coach. Batting average is a 0. On base percentage, .714. wild.
Still getting himself on base, just not with hits.
Yeah. I mean, really, at this level, as Ethan on the move, swing. Oh, he was on the move. He bluffed it, faked me out. 0-2, as now Heron down in an 0-2 hole. But we talked about it a lot last year and the year before. At this level, batting averages are one thing, but the big thing is just getting on base. However you do with errors, walks, hit by pitches, whatever. Put the bat on the ball or get on base, make stuff happen. That's what Heron's been doing so far this season. 0-2, strike 3, looking Heron down. Ethan gets to second base on the defensive indifference there. So that will not, as Marvin would say, officially go down as a steal, but 2 runners in scoring position for Logan Twyman.
Yeah, and interesting, I don't know if Dalton maybe missed a sign there, if he was supposed to go a little bit earlier in that at-bat, but now he is there, and now we've got 2 runners in scoring position here. Big at-bat.
Twyman, third baseman for Shenandoah tonight. Strike 1 to Twyman, so Kasur finding the zone, much like Cameron, his opposite tonight. Twyman, 400 hitter through the first couple of ball games. Again, everybody ate the other night against Mount Ayr, so really helped the batting averages early in the year. 0-1 to Twyman. He swings and soft line drive, caught by the second baseman for the Big Reds. That's Mason for out number 2, so tough out number 1, followed by tough luck out number 2, brings up Cole Scammon, who was red hot the other night against Mount Ayr.
And this would be a perfect time here, Cole to pick up his teammates. 2 outs now, and the Mustangs haven't hit a ball real hard this inning, but have just found some opportunity spots. Now this would be a great spot for Scammon and see if he can find some grass.
Scammon, 333 hitter through the first couple of ball games. He took an offer in the first game, and again, like a lot of Mustangs, bounced back really nicely against Mount Ayr. Takes first pitch strike from Kosur, who's done a really, really good job of kind of finding that zone. And there's a pop-up into shallow left center field. Let's see who's going to call it. And a nice diving catch by Jack Handles. And Jack handles that one very nicely to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. 2 Mustangs left. We go to the top of the third. I'm sorry, folks. Nothing is the score.
For over 30 years, Pella Corporation has proudly supported the communities and neighborhoods they call home. As one of the largest employers in the area, they believe in investing in their community, creating opportunities, and shaping a brighter future for all. Visit www.careers.pella.com to explore exciting possibilities and see what job opportunities could await you. Again, www.careers.pella.com.
United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at UnitedGroupINS.com today.
Top 3 here in Shenandoah following the wonderful play in left field by Jack Handles. Kind of misread the ball and then ended up having it turned into a miraculous catch, diving catch. Should have been maybe a routine play, but they'll take the miraculous to get out of the inning because that would have been 2 runs had he not caught that.
Yeah, no, he handles the glove well out there in left field like we mentioned earlier, and just wanted that. He wanted that Sports Center top 10 nomination early here in the evening.
That was great. Mason, the second baseman for the Big Reds, starting off top of the third. First pitch down in the dirt. So 1 ball and no strikes. And Mason, for those of you at home, Leighton Mason, sophomore, batting .500 on the years. Played just 1 game, 2 for 4. So early, but you always take a .500 batting average. That's always good. 1-0 pitch is at the eyebrows, and Mason couldn't lay off. It looks too good up there.
No, and definitely not a swing that you want to probably replicate, where all your weight is finishing on your front foot on that one, and back foot's kind of just trailing behind.
And that's kind of the kind of the way it goes, right? You swing at one you shouldn't, so then you're thinking, I'm going to let the next one go, and it's right down the middle.
And the next one's perfect, and that's the one, you're kind of afraid to look down at the coach at third base because you know the look you're going to get.
And that 1-2 is a little bit of a spinner that in the dirt. So it's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes to sophomore Mason, sophomore to sophomore here. With Eli Cameron, I believe he's a sophomore. Is that correct?
I do believe so, yes.
I'm not looking at their bound. I think that's right. And there's a 2-2 bender. Nice pitch. Swing and a miss. That is out number 1. As Mason is the second strikeout of the evening for Eli Cameron. That's going to bring up Dylan Davis. Freshman Davis, hitless so far on the year, but a 400 on base, so doing a good job there. Davis takes first pitch strike, right down the middle. Both pitchers, after that kind of first little bit, right in the zone here.
Yeah, no, Cameron's done a nice job settling in and found a little bit more velocity here in the last couple innings.
0-1, Bender in for strike number 2. So when you can throw that early, it doesn't always have to be the strikeout pitch. If you can throw it early, it makes everything else better. It doesn't matter how hard you throw.
No, definitely, and he's done a really good job mixing speeds here.
And there's the high cheddar after the breaking ball, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for Cameron, all set up by that 0-1 curveball that floated in for the strike. It gets in the back of your mind.
Yeah, and Cameron right now is peppering the zone with strikes, and so I think that's a little bit in the hitter's mind of all of a sudden, okay, he's going to be throwing strikes, I got to be swinging early, and that's a great spot for that one if they're going to be chasing.
That brings up the often discussed so far tonight, Jack Handles. Number 9 hitter, left fielder for the Big Reds. First pitch fouled straight back, so we are 0-1.
Definitely putting him so far on the all name list. We'll get that towards the end of the season once we get to see a few more teams. But I think right now he's the front runner out there in left field for the all name team.
I'm a big fan. 0-1 is in for strike 2 on the outside corner. So now, if you're the pitcher, if you're the pitching coach calling the pitches, everything's at your disposal right now.
Yeah, no, definitely.
0-2 to Handles. Bender is hit right off the lip, and it just kind of dies and didn't get that bounce that Twyman wanted. So it's going to be a single for Handles. So 2 out, single, gets back to the top of the order, and Braden Neal.
Yeah, and Logan kind of in no man's land on that one. You kind of have to make the decision, am I going to charge, am I going to stay back? And then he was waiting for that hop, and it hit right off the lip of the grass and dirt, and instead of taking a high hop, it went straight to the ground and just skittered into left field.
Yeah, the lip is unpredictable, right? Sometimes it's going to take that big old hop right into the old Sunday hop. Sometimes it does what it does right there. It just hits the edge of the lip and just goes straight down. And that's what it did there for Handles. He's having himself a nice first third of the ballgame. As that first pitch skips in a rare pass ball, probably call that one a wild pitch. What do you think, Marvin? Yep, Marvin says wild pitch. So it'll be officially a wild pitch and a 1-0 count. And that's going to move Handles up to second base.
Yeah, but not one of his better pitches there from Cameron. Just kind of short hopped it in. Dukes couldn't quite get the leather on it, and now they've got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Looking to get that first run on the board here.
1-0. That ball's chopped to Twyman. Twyman gobbles it up, throws to first in time. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 Big Red left. We go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless here in Shenandoah.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the third, just about to begin. And for the softball game going on behind us, it is the end of the third inning. Shenandoah has taken the lead. Shenandoah has taken the lead. There's a little bit of confusion there, but at the moment, the inning is over, and it's 2-1. Shenandoah has the lead. There's some discussion by the umpires I think
Coach Burdorf was saying maybe a bobble on some of it.
And it will stay 2-1. So bottom of the third is over. We're going to the top of the fourth over there. Softball field. Shenandoah has the slimmest of leads, 2-1. We're in the bottom of the third here. It is goose eggs across the board here, 0-0. And it's going to be Seth Zwickel leading things off. The number 9 hitter for Shenandoah. Zwickel had the walk-off hit the other night. And Zwickel, 250 on the year. There's 4 at-bats. He didn't bat in game number 1, but he got to bat against Mount Air and did himself a good job there with the walk-off hit as Kosur throws a 58-foot fastball.
Yeah, kind of short-armed that one in.
So a 1-0 to the left fielder for Shenandoah, the graduate, with a few of those now on the team.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
And Zwickel probably swung a ball 2 there.
Yeah, definitely another low one. And, you know, maybe that's the time that the velocity's not high. You move up in the box. You're probably a little bit anxious to hit. You know, he hasn't hit a lot in his career. He got DH for quite a few times last year. And so just trying to jump on a pitch early and get going.
1-1. There's another low pitch, and that's called a ball. So 2-1, even basically in the count, right? They say they're ahead in the count, but they're even. They're 2 balls and 2 strikes away. 2-1, it's even to me.
Yeah.
1-1, you're ahead if you're the pitcher. And that 2-1 pitch is chopped foul. So we are now even in the count, but, you know, the pitcher's ahead in the count, even 2-2.
Yeah, and even with that pitch there, Zwickel just a little bit early already had his lead leg down and then still had enough just to get the hands on that one, but not necessarily a great swing there. He's got to put a better look on it here.
And the 2-2 offering is right down the middle for strike 3 and out number 1. Kosur gets himself his second strikeout, and both of his strikeouts so far tonight via the looking strikeout. Yeah. Back to the top of the order, and Tyler Babe.
Really seemed like Seth was a little bit off balance in that hole at bat. Wasn't really comfortable, and it showed on that last pitch.
Babe is 1 for 1 today. The little booty knock out into right field. Well, I didn't make up that saying. That's a Rex Hudler saying.
Okay, all right.
Kansas City Royals. Alcides Escobar was famous for the booty knock.
For the booty knock.
During the 2013, 14, 15 seasons when the Royals were, you know, he'd get himself into trouble as the 1-0 pitch is popped up to left field. There's Mr. Handles. See if he can handle this one. He sure did.
Oh, we are going to work that in all night, folks. So just get ready for it. There's going to be so many puns coming your way if the young man in left field
but what would
stays
happen
engaged
with
in this game.
Alcides Escobar, is he had a very poor perception of the strike zone. So he's a very free swinger. So he'd be down 0-2, 1-2 a lot. And he would be protecting the plate, and a lot of times, as that first pitch to Spangler is grounded right to Nelson Clark. And I can't finish my story because that ended the inning. So we'll go to the top of the fourth. I'll finish my story about booty knocks when I come back. And nothing, top 4. Here we come.
Jim Hughes Real Estate has been a family-owned business since 1973, serving Iowa, Missouri, and Nebraska. Our experienced sales staff is eager to work for you. We look forward to offering you the best in personal service to meet all of your real estate needs, including residential, commercial, land, new construction, and auction services. Visit our website at jimhughesrealestate.com. Our website is updated daily. That's jimhughesrealestate.com.
I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can make a difference in the world.
We're back top of the fourth, so before we get going, Coach, the booty knock is when the hitter is so off balance and the pitch is away that he just kind of flails the arms out and kind of sticks the backside out back behind him. So he's all arms, right?
I feel like we need T-shirts made for this.
I didn't create the saying.
I know, but I feel like we need to get some shirts made.
Well, if somebody keeps doing it a lot, then maybe we could be, somebody could get that.
Yeah, somebody could get that done for us up here. We've got connections out there.
I do. The fine folks at Shenandoah run a locally owned and operated county line design.
All
Sure
right.
they'd handle that for us. And 0-2 to Owen Becerra as Eli Cameron. As we get back to the baseball game that you're all watching, the millions of you at home are all watching, won't stop talking about the 2014 Kansas City Royals. Fun story about the Kansas City Royals back then. That and Alcides Escobar. After this 0-2 pitch to Becerra. Oh, just kidding. He is the only player, to my knowledge, who has a leadoff inside the park home run in a World Series game.
Very interesting.
First
all right.
pitch.
First pitch. Was not waiting around for it either.
No, he never did. He was the worst leadoff hitter statistically in all of baseball. 0-2, breaking ball misses high because he always swung at the first pitch.
Yeah, not great out of your leadoff.
Always.
Yeah, not great.
I know, my dad always used to say, never say never, never say always. But he always swung at the first. It didn't matter where it was. You could have hit the bull.
Nice. He's an opposite of Joe Mauer, who always always took the first pitch.
Absolutely. But he's got more rings than Joe. He's got more rings than Joe.
That is true.
One.
I don't know. Joe's got a sweet gold jacket.
He really
now,
does.
He
and
does.
Alcides will never have that.
Yeah, no.
And we are 2-2 to Becerra as we're back to baseball that's getting played currently. We'll see who wins the battle here. Cameron, even in the count again, he throws the bender, and that is chopped up the middle. Good job by Scammon to pick it up on the hop and throw to first. That'll be out number one, a 4-3 putout, because I know you're scoring at home.
Yeah, and a nice job there by Cole, and I think all of the infielders have that good idea of, all right, I've got to be charging every single ground ball, which is sometimes, not your first thought, but you always should have that first step in. Cole on it on that one, makes a good strong throw over to Heron at first to get the first out.
Mason McIntosh will step in. He hit about a 325-foot foul ball his first time up and then ended up popping up to the pitcher. So we'll see what he does here the second time at bat. He was again, out in front of another pitch by Zwickel. The only one he wasn't in front of by a bunch was the breaking ball that stayed up.
Yeah, and he's really got to. You can see where his front foot is. It's right up on that line. So it'll be interesting to see here if he can wait back.
And that 0-1 pitch misses way upstairs. Not a terrible thing to do if your bender's working, right?
Yeah.
You just change the eye level a little bit.
Zoom in there, you can see he's way up in the box there.
He's got a wide stance, but he doesn't really have much of a stride. And that 1-1 pitch, again, it looked like a little bit of trying to get a wrinkle on that pitch, but just didn't turn over.
And I think that's going to be a big thing for Cameron, not just tonight, but all season long. He's got to have a couple different pitches out there, or else it could be a long evening.
And there's your 2-1 offering. That misses down in the dirt. So McIntosh way up in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, and I think with Cameron a little bit on this one, still has that in the back of his mind. He hit that thing a long ways, trying to nibble on the zone a little bit.
3-1 fastball, and that's chopped to short. Good scoop, good throw in time. Smooth operator is Jade Spangler. It's a good song.
It is. I will not sing it either for you to save everybody's ears at home, so I will not be adding that into the...
Operator.
Yep, I will not be singing.
That's all I got.
At any point tonight. Nobody needs to hear that.
Going to bring up Nelson Clark, first baseman. Clark popped up into shallow right center field to Cole Scammon, his first time up, and he's up in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 down here already. The offenses just haven't really come to life for either side to this point. Essentially, more than halfway through the ball games so far. It gets the feel of a game that, like, maybe not first team to score wins, but like could end up being a low 2-1, 3-2 kind of a ball game.
Yeah, definitely those base running mistakes could be magnified later in the game.
2-0 offering to Nelson. He swings, and again, the grass just deadens the ball. Spangler picks it up and fires, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the fourth. Mustangs looking to break through.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Shenandoah Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
Bottom of the fourth, ready to get underway. Kasur back out for his fourth inning. Cameron for Shenandoah just finished his fourth inning. Cameron really hasn't been in trouble through the first 4 innings. A base runner here or there, but for the most part, limited the damage, pitching to contact, and soft contact tonight so far.
Yeah, no, he's done a really good job mixing things up, and like you said, he's avoided the barrel, and that's going to be a big thing for him all season long, have that movement on his pitches, and not just stay there with some of those right down the middles that are going to get pummeled by some of these teams.
And I'd say the same thing about Kasur as well. He's pitched to contact, and it's been, for the most part, soft contact for the first 3 innings. So both pitchers have done a nice job through the first 3.5 innings tonight as Hunter Dukes steps in for his second at-bat. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop, his first time up.
Yeah, no, and I definitely know this style of pitching well. I was not a velocity guy, standing at my very tall, lanky frame over here. But one of those things, you got to have movement, you got to hit spots, and you got to have good defense behind you. And both pitchers have had that so far tonight as we get another ground ball there right to the first baseman. And Clark does a nice job just taking that himself and stepping on the base.
I would argue that if this field stays the way it is now forever and always, we really need to have a bunch of 2-seam sinker ballers.
Oh, yeah, no, that would
because you keep the ball on the ground, you're pitching a lot of low-scoring games.
Yeah, no, yeah. You could be deadly against some of these teams that aren't used to it and things like that. So it might be interesting to see here with the Mustangs. Maybe they put a little small ball on. Maybe have some of these guys like a Lorimer's got good speed. Maybe you drop a bunt just to see. You don't really want to take the bats out of your middle lineup order, but we're in the 4th inning here already, and we're still 0-0.
And with that, Lorimer takes a strike to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. We are now in the top of the 4th on the girls' game, still 2-1. So top of the 4th over there, bottom of the 4th over here, and that 1-1 pitch from Kasur is in for strike 2. So Lorimer down on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kasur hasn't shown a lot of off speed, so for Shenandoah, it's still maybe not a difficult position to just try to put the bat on the ball here.
Yeah, just trying to put something, get the ball moving and get away from just the weak contact fly balls. Even if you have some of that weak contact, put it on the ground and then see if you can beat it out, see if these infielders are ready to charge everything like we've seen so far.
You hit a soft ground ball just past the pitcher, you might get a double.
Yeah, you have a good chance.
You could get a double.
Yeah.
2-2, and that's popped right up the elevator shaft. I've said that like 3 times tonight. And that will be out number 2 as Braden Neal makes the play for out number 2. Just a lot of off-balance swings tonight from both sides. I know we made reference a lot tonight so far to booty knocks. It's not all been booty knocks. There's been a lot of just kind of handsy swings, dipping the shoulders, trying to do too much. Maybe it looks like just trying to crush it instead of just put a good swing on and let's let it go.
Yeah, no, and it's definitely one of those thoughts. You see a lot of teams, someone's not throwing high velocity, like, oh, man, I'm just going to kill this ball. And more than not, you just kind of get, like you see tonight, nothing hard hit and people making plays.
And that'll be safe. An error on the throw as Clark couldn't handle it, so Athan reaches on the error, and that's going to bring up Gage Heron with an opportunity to atone for the strikeout looking his first time up.
Absolutely, and Athan, like we said, doesn't hit it hard, but puts the ball on the ground. He has good speed, hustles the second baseman there, maybe hurries just a little bit. Mason makes a low throw, and Clark's not able to pick it out of the dirt.
Heron pops one up into shallow left field. Let's see if Jack can handle that. Jack handles it just fine. Of course he does. So that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits. One error. Top of the fifth we go. Nothing.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Top of the fifth we go. Feels like first team to score is going to win here, Coach. Pitching and defense has been the story of the game. We've kind of touched on and explored the hitting issues, but really throwing strikes, not giving free bases, and aside from the one mistake this last inning for Missouri Valley, guys are taking care of the ball.
Yeah, and that's what you need in high school baseball all the time. You need guys to throw strikes, and then behind them you got to play good defense, and both teams have done that tonight. And it's been fun to watch.
So Taylor Glennie, first pitch swinging last time, first pitch swinging this time. Little Alcides Escobar action.
He is, yeah. Likes that first pitch. Another guy that's way up in the box trying to get Cameron timed up here, but he's done a nice job mixing speeds all night.
0-1 to Glennie, and that ball swung on and missed. That one kind of disappeared on him. Looked like his eyes got big, and he was ready to pull that thing.
And all of a sudden,
he swung, and it wasn't there anymore.
It's not there anymore. And that's a good job pitching there by Cameron.
So now 0-2 from Cameron to Glennie. Top five, nothing, still the score. And there's a little wrinkle, and Glennie did a good job of letting that one go. But a good pitch by Cameron. You don't want to leave him anything too good. 0-2.
No, you don't want to float anything over the plate there and let him tee off on one. And so see if you can get him to chase after that low one. But he did a good job laying off.
1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three, out number one. Cameron continuing to be all around the zone tonight and doing a really good job so far.
And that's been and always will be my favorite pitch in baseball is strike one. And he's done a great job getting ahead of hitters all night long, controlling counts except for that first batter of the game.
Yep.
And since then he's been fantastic.
And first pitch strike again to Raleigh, Cam Raleigh. He struck out his first time up, and he was the guy that got down 0-2 on a really good bender and then swung at one up in the clouds on a really high elevated fastball. And it looks like they're trying to do the same thing. 0-1, here's your bender 0-2, and let's elevate that fastball here 0-2.
And what is it you always say, you throw it one time, okay, you throw it again. Can you throw it a third time?
Twice as foolish, three times as genius.
Yeah. Are you going to be a genius? You're going to throw it one more time. And at this point, you might as well.
Yep. I always used to say that to my pitchers. 0-2, and there's your bender, and it's going to be a dead ball. He did not make an attempt to get out of the way.
You stick the knee actually forward to try to purposely get yourself hit. Yeah, now it's going to be a little bit sore after that, but yeah.
So, I always used to say that to my pitchers because they would always, why do you keep calling this over and over again? I said, because they don't think you're going to throw it again. You've already thrown it 2 times in a row. Throw it a third time.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. If they hit it, that's on me. You just pitch. 1-2, fastball, swing and a miss. Got him back-to-back strikeouts to start the top of the 5th. And second time tonight for Raleigh. And that's going to bring up.
Great job there.
Yeah, Leighton Mason, who's also 0 for 1 with the strikeouts. So Cameron controlling this middle third of the Big Reds lineup, really controlling them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of all 6 of his strikeouts are to the 5, 6, 7, 8 hitters.
Yeah, that's impressive to have that right through the middle part of the order. But one of the first times here tonight, Cameron's fallen down in the count 1-0.
Now he'll come back in with strike 1 here. There it is, popped up, and that's our way. That might hit the thing. Nope, we're good. I was waiting for it to make a sound on the sheet metal there. Didn't.
Playing on the top of the sheet metal right above us.
So we're 1-1. Thank you, Mason, for hitting that one just a little further. Thank you, Emma Johansson. Appreciate that. She plays club volleyball with my kids.
Oh, all right.
Anyways, sorry.
Fan of the people over here.
1-1.
This guy knows them all.
1-1 misses outside, 2-1. 2-1 to Mason. Two-1 offering is just up, so it's going to be 3-1. Maybe close, but
yeah,
you 3-1. Now you got a challenge.
It looked right about the letters on that one, and maybe came down just a little bit. It looked, once Dukes had it, but crossed the plate probably a little bit high. But nice job coming back with a strike there, and now we've got a full count here to Mason.
Count's all even.
It is technically even, yes.
It's one or one either way, right? Full count offering is swung on and missed, striking out the side. Cameron getting it done. Mustangs still in a scoreless battle. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th after this.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and you put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah. Coach, why is 6 afraid of 7?
7, 8, 9.
That's the order right now, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be Twyman, Scammon, and Zwickel for the bottom of the 5th. I feel a bunt in my future, Coach. I feel a bunt.
I feel the same way. I think it'd be a perfect time here. Drop one down, see if that third baseman is way back, and just drop one down here or push one towards first baseman and see if you can outrun him to the bag.
I think we're having a we need to turn the lights on moment. I think that's going to be happening here momentarily. I think you can just turn them on. I don't think there's a rule against having to wait to start a half an inning.
No, I don't think so.
Them on. So that's what they're going to be doing is Kasur back for his 5th inning of work. He's done a really nice job through the first 4.
I'm just glad to see there's a field that still has a switch that you can just go on and flip. Back when I was coaching, we had to go to the app online, set everything on there,
program,
which could be kind of a pain at times when you could just walk over and flip the switch.
2-0 to Twyman, as he is the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 5th for the Mustangs. First time up for Twyman. He soft line drive right to Leighton Mason, and it's now a 3-0 count for Twyman. And on the Harry Sparger or Bob Lucky Folden field behind us, top of the order, doing it again for Shenandoah as Jenna Burdorf just scored to extend the lead for the Phillies 3-1. And that's in the bottom of the 4th as that 3-0 pitches in for strike 1. So I'm trying to do both.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Keep everybody entertained. I appreciate it.
Man of the people.
Yeah. everybody always appreciates those things. You know, we just do a little extra for the fans out there.
That's right. 3-1. That's going to miss low and a little bit inside, so Twyman works the walk. And I want to just double check here. I believe, yes, that is the first walk of the night for Kosur.
And we've got a
pinch run.
Pinch runner in here. Let's see if we can. 16, I believe. 15.
Is that McManus? No.
We'll zoom in. Number 15 there.
15 in your programs, 1 in your heart?
Yeah.
I could get him. I'll get him. You take over, Coach.
All right.
Yep, Zane McManus. And that first pitch is chopped to short. Double play ball. Becerra to Mason for the force. So McManus's time in the game lasted about 45 seconds.
Yeah, and
good play by Becerra.
It took him about the same amount of time to get to first base, put the helmet on, and run. So unfortunately, first pitch right to the shortstop, made a nice play, flips it over to Mason to get the first out.
So now runner at first is Scammon, who reaches on the fielder's choice. And now we've got Cole Graham coming in, and Graham, a starter most of the season last year, if not all of the season last year. He is just played in the one game, didn't have an at-bat in the last ball game, so good to see Cole Graham back in there getting a chance. Scammon on the move. First pitch popped up into shallow left center field. That ball drops to the ground, and Scammon is safe. It's going to be a single, a bloop single, and very fortunate were the Mustangs that Scammon was able to get to second base there.
Yeah, no, that's one as a base runner. The panic sets in because you see a fly ball. You're already stealing. You've already happened one time tonight where you got kind of caught in that situation. So you start heading back. The outfielder's not quite able to make the play, diving for it. You can't really tell if he caught it, if he dropped it. And thankfully, on that throw, Davis throws it into the shortstop, not directly to the bag, and Scammon's able to scamper in there. Now we've got runners on first and second, only one out.
So here comes Tyler Babe, and this is one of those situations where Coach is thinking, this is why I put you up here, young man.
Yeah,
this is
why you're in that
spot. You were at the bottom of the order the last couple of times. Now you're up at the top of the order. This is why we put you up here. Prove me right.
Exactly.
That's what we're saying.
Yep, now you got a gap there right between that first and second baseman if you want to look that way and drive something in there. Nice stop there by Neal.
Scammon on the move, and he's safe. The ball is gone. He would have been out. The throw and the tag were on time, but McIntosh could not hold the ball. So fortunate again for Shenandoah that they weren't able to hang on to the ball.
Yeah, no, Neal did a nice job getting down, blocking that, made a good, strong throw. And then McIntosh just, like you said, unable to keep the ball in his glove because Scammon was dead to rights on that one, and the ball just kind of skittered away on that one. So, all right, now we've got Graham on first, Scammon on third. It'll be interesting to see what the Mustangs put on in this situation.
You know, with state track champion speed at first, you just want to be like, hey, let's just take a pitch, let's get him over.
And you're up 2-0 in the count. Yep. Let him go.
And Graham goes. Babe takes the pitch.
And
it is a strike, but now you've got two in scoring position and essentially the same count.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you need to do, though, as the batter, is take a pitch, let him get to second base, and now you got a chance. A single scores two.
So now 2 balls, 1 strike. Graham at second, Scammon at third, Babe in the box. Babe takes strike 2, so now 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is that situation we talked about in the girls' game the other night where it's just about putting the bat on the ball. Now we put the bat on the ball on the ground past the pitcher, it's going to score a run. And that's vital. Can't take a strikeout here.
No, and you got to put the ball, even if you can, on the ground somewhere, like you said. Hit it on the ground, let the run get in here. Take the lead.
2-2 is popped up, a little booty knock. That may fall. It does fall. Mason could not hang on, and Scammon will score. Marvin, sorry, Marvin. Marvin, what do we got here? Marvin says that's a single. That is a single and an RBI, and Shenandoah is on the board.
Interesting call there. I was maybe thinking more of an error on that one. Hit the glove. It is a tough play. It was a tough play by the second baseman there, Mason, but unable to hang on to it. And
I just listened to Marvin.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Marvin.
Marvin.
You think about that. But 2 plays there. Missouri Valley could be out of this inning with the Scammon tag on third and that fly ball right there. It could be going to the 6th, still at zeros, but now we've got a 1-0 Shenandoah lead.
Yeah, we talked up both teams' pitching and defense, right? I suppose it's the commentator jinx, but this particular instance, it was 2 particular plays that would have been tough plays. But yeah, if you just make the routine throw into second base, you get Scammon out on a force.
Technically Scammon probably should have been out 2 times.
Yeah, and then right here at third. So, but again, that's an aggressive slide too by Scammon to break that up. Not a malicious, dirty slide, just an aggressive slide that knocked the ball out. But now here's Spangler with 1 out, 1 on the board already. Babe at first. You want to say, let's take the pitch, and there goes Babe. And the throw to home is going to be a ball. So good job by Kasur not to balk in that.
Yeah, no, he stayed with his motion. He delivered the pitch. That's one of those moments, you try to go a little bit early, see if you can get him to flinch a little bit to get that balk. He did a nice job just delivering the pitch, and now, again, we're in that same situation.
1-0 to Spangler. Spangler lays the bunt down, tries to lay the bunt down, but popped it up. I feel like I told you, as this inning got started, I said, I feel a bunt in my future, and we tried right there.
Yeah, and that was not a bad attempt. You've got good speed out there everywhere, and so you don't really have to worry about the flip to home to get out Graham. He's got good speed over there, has a nice lead coming off third. So it'll be interesting to see.
If you look at the infield, Coach, not really an adjustment after the foul bunt. So they're all still kind of playing back where they were, and for a good reason, as Spangler had a big rip there, now down 1-2.
Yeah, and he took a healthy hack at that one. Again, you just kind of want him to shorten up, just even drive something the other way, and you're going to score 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Kasur trying to get out of a jam, and good job by Spangler to spoil a pitch, and we'll do it again.
A nice job there by Jade, just timing that one up and following that one back. So you've got a good opportunity here. You've got Spangler followed by Dukes to put a couple more runs on the board to lengthen this lead for the Mustangs.
Runners at second and third, 1 out. Spangler down on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that ball is lined deep into the hole in right center field. That's going to score 2. That's going to be at least a double for Spangler. And he is in with a 2 RBI double. So we've had a lot of soft contact all night. And here comes Spangler in the 2-hole. Says, I got your soft contact right here. Here's a line drive double in the gap.
Yeah, and a nice piece of hitting there by Jade. Driving that one into the right center gap, scoring 2. And now the Mustangs extend that lead to 3-0 here in the 5th. They've had an opportunity in this inning. They've put some good at-bats together, some lucky breaks, we'll say, even for the Mustangs, but they've taken advantage of that.
So 3-0, 3 runs scored already, basically kind of starting at the bottom of this order. You flip to the top, Babe and Spangler do their job as well. But now still just 1 out, and you're getting into the heart of that order with Hunter Dukes and company here, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, a good spot here for Dukes, just like Spangler did there. Maybe switch spots, as you always say. Had a double, fill it up with another double. See if we can extend this now to 4-0.
1-0, and that one was probably going to be ball 2 there, but Dukes a little anxious right there, wanting to make a play.
Yeah, a little overzealous, trying to hit that one a long ways. And we talked about this all night, trying not to kill that ball, but just making a good swing, putting the ball in play.
1 ball, 1 strike to Dukes. Spangler at second. That ball's coming our way. That might hit us. Yep, it did. Well, actually, it hit the
right behind us,
concession stand area.
Into the softball field.
Will be 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boys in blue doing a good job helping us retrieve that one over there.
Now it's the bottom of the 5th that Bob Lucky Fulton Field, 3-1 Shenandoah in the lead. And Kasur, that's a line drive shot. That's going to be an RBI single. Dukes thinking about stretching for 2. He did not, but that was right down the line. Really good swing by Dukes, keeping it fair, and it's now 4-3. nothing.
Yeah, did a great job there, not getting too early and pulling that thing foul. Stayed right on the line, right into right field, and did a nice job to drive in the run. Now we've got a 4-0 lead, and the offense for Shenandoah has woken up here in this inning. And so it's been a good start here. And now you've got Lorimer coming up. So again, that lineup has lengthened a little bit. Now you got a few more guys with Babe at the top of the order. And now the Mustangs have gone a little bit deeper in that lineup.
Dukes looked like he was going, but good spin move there by Kasur to keep him there. And still only 1 out in the inning, Coach.
Yeah, Mustangs have done a really good job here.
Dukes on the move, and that will be a stolen base for Dukes as the pitch was not handled back there by the catcher Neal. So now runner at second again in scoring position, and Camden Lorimer, something in the grass in the outfields. Dukes got track speed.
He does. He's got that good speed out at second base. If he can get a good jump, he might try to see if he'll take third here.
Lorimer fouls at a 1-0 pitch, straight back. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the center fielder tonight for Shenandoah.
Yeah, and Camden was all over that one. He just got to wait back just a little bit. You got to hold your water at the plate. The ball is not getting there quick like it was against Lewis Central the other night, so you got a little bit more time to think, react, and hit it.
1-1 to Lorimer. That's in for strike number 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kasur laboring here for the first time tonight here in the 5th inning. His longest outing of the night, or of the season so far. And Lorimer swings and misses. Big out for Kasur, as now with 2 outs, brings up Dalton Athan. See if he can get some 2-out magic here for Shenandoah.
Yeah, and on that one, Camden kind of pulling his head there a little bit, really trying to hit that one hard instead of just staying down and driving it. But
got out of his mechanics a little bit.
He did,
there.
yeah, definitely. And now Athan's got a chance here. See if we can get that run in with 2 outs.
First pitch to Athan, that's just inside. 1-0, and you know, if you're Kasur, if you can limit the damage, I know it feels weird, right, because you haven't scored yet. You've only put 2 hits on the board, but, like, if you can limit it to just the 4 right now, like, you kind of got to feel like a small victory here.
Yeah, you still have an opportunity. You're still in the game. You're 1 slam away, as you say, from being back in the game.
Yep. And if you're, as long as you're in slam range, right, you got a shot. And they're running out of outs, right? Just 6 outs.
They only have
go.
6 outs left here. Now, it'll be interesting to see if Cameron's going to come out. It's been a long time he's been off this inning, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here in the bottom, or the top half. Sorry.
2-0 is in for strike 1 on the outside corner, so Kasur gets himself in the count here.
Yeah, and this was one of those moments, you know, if I had a pitcher that wasn't hitting or he was away from his spot, I might have him go behind the dugout and just throw a little bit just to stay loose. It's been a long bottom half of the inning here.
2-1 missing outside, so 3-1 to Dalton Athan. Athan 1 for 2 on the night. He's reached base both times, singled his first time up, reached on an error his second time.
Yeah, and in the bullpen there a little bit earlier, Cole Scammon was warming or throwing just a little bit, so we'll see what the Mustangs do coming into the next half.
3-1 pitch to Dalton Athan is chopped up the middle slowly to second base. Mason throws first and can't get handled by Clark. That's going to end up being an E3 and a run scores for Shenandoah. A tough break for Missouri Valley as the run does score, extends the inning. Athan reaches base for a 3rd time on what probably should have been a routine play right there.
Yeah, and Missouri Valley's kind of giving away 4 outs this inning. It's tough to get 7 outs in an inning, and Shenandoah's capitalized, putting a 5 spot on the board.
So now Gage Heron 0 for 2 on the night, struck out his first time, flew out to left field to Jack Handles, second time.
And we've stayed away from Handles this inning, and look all the good things that are happening here.
Yeah, it's worked out. That first pitch squirted away from Neal, but not far enough for Athan to see that and get a good jump and get to third, so he stays at second.
Yeah, but it's not one of those that if you don't get a good read on, it's a shorter throw there right to third base, so probably did a good job. If you didn't get the good jump, just stay there and let your offense keep working.
8th and at second. Heron at the plate, and he takes strike one.
And this has been a long inning out there for Kasuer, and so he is probably getting a little bit to that point. You get frustrated. You've had chances to get out of this inning, and Missouri Valley's kind of shot themselves in the foot.
1-1 offering is popped right up the elevator shaft. Can Neal make the play? Yes, he can to end the inning and stop the bleeding for Shenandoah. 5 runs come across on 4 hits, 2 Big Reds errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the top of the 6th. Brand new ball game here in Shenandoah. Mustangs up by 5.
For over 30 years, Pella Corporation has proudly supported the communities and neighborhoods they call home. As one of the largest employers in the area, they believe in investing in their community, creating opportunities, and shaping a brighter future for all. Visit www.careers.pella.com to explore exciting possibilities and see what job opportunities could await you. Again, www.careers.pella.com.
United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com today.
We're back here in Shenandoah, top of the 6th. After the Mustangs bat around in the bottom half of the 5th, Eli Cameron back out for the top of the 6th. As you mentioned, long layoff. That was probably about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was a long half inning, and it'll be interesting to see. That was one of the things that always worried me. You get a long inning, all of a sudden, do you lose a little bit of edge? You lose a little bit of focus. So hopefully we come out like he's done all night, throw that strike one. And he does.
First pitch is popped up and lands where nobody can catch it, so it's no balls and a strike, and a lot of action going on at Bob Lucky Fulton Field as the Phillies just tack on 2 more to their lead, up 5-1 now in the bottom of the 5th. So we're in the top of the 6th, they're in the bottom of the 5th, so we're all kind of even here.
Yeah, we're very, it's
very similar scores as well.
Yeah. Kind of all night, games have been very even, moving along, and that's what you like to see.
Dylan Davis down in the count, no balls and a strike. Cameron says, no layoff is a problem for me, as he's up in the count 0-2 to Dylan Davis, who he struck out his first time. Cameron steps off. We need pitch comm.
Yep.
Because he couldn't see the signs.
Couldn't
we
see,
need pitch comm.
You start painting the fingernails, things like that. Put the tape on there, whatever you need to see those fingers.
Have you ever, as the 0-2 pitch, the bender is chopped right to Spangler. Smooth operator, out number 1.
Now do we have to pay for rights on that song if we can start just subtly putting that into the broadcast?
Nobody's
after,
watching.
After every ground ball,
know.
We'll just slide that in.
Smooth operator.
Oh, nice play, though. But
handles up.
A really nice job there by Cameron to come in, throw strikes. I mean, that first pitch, he almost had 1 out, just unfortunate, kind of in no man's land, but comes back and gets the out.
Handles one of the 2 hits on the night for the Big Reds, steps in. He's down in the count 0-1. He's had a nice night. I know we've had some fun a little bit, but the kid's played really well out in left field, made about 4 or 5 really good catches, has a hit, done a really nice job.
Yeah, he has, and, he's up there to hit right away. 2 pitches, 2 good swings. He's right on it. I mean, he's following that ball straight back, so it'll be interesting to see if Cameron goes to that breaking ball where he spent a lot of time tonight. He's had success, or maybe try to elevate in this situation. We'll see what they do here.
I'd throw some high cheese here. Or some low Limburger.
Yeah.
I told my wife that I said that the other night.
You got me with the
Limburger.
Yeah. So I was waiting for the Gouda or something like that tonight.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 jack handles from Eli Cameron. 1-2. There's your high fastball. Pitch too late, but I like it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
See, I always like that to set it up.
But I think you're 0-2. He's thinking curveball, so you throw the high fastball.
Well, yes,
it triggers it.
We're thinking the same thing, that you go high with that one, then you go low, change the eye levels, but
I'd do it again now.
Yeah,
I would elevate again.
Okay.
And there's the breaking ball, just
Woo.
missed.
Good spot
So
there. That
full.
looks good.
Every pitch works if you execute, right?
Yeah,
or if it's off, if the hitter's not thinking the same thing. It's all chess, right?
Yeah.
Some people play checkers and some people play chess, right? Full count offering to Handles. Handles can't handle the fastball on the outside corner, so that's out number 2.
Yeah, no, nice job there, winning the battle, going all the way to that 3-2 count, and he does a nice job coming. Was up early in the count and then comes back with a couple balls, but gets the out there. And now 2 outs in the top of the 6th here for Eli Cameron.
Top of the order, back up for the 3rd time. So 3rd time through the order here for the Big Reds. And it's Braden Neal takes first pitch strike. Neal has hit the ball both times. So he's fouled out to Cameron. And then he grounded out to Twyman. So 0 for 2. And that 0-1 pitch missing outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here. Top of the 6th. Big Reds down to just 4 outs. And so their time is running out. If they're going to get the bats going sooner rather than later with the top of the order. And now Neal in a favorable count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, it's an even count.
It is, yeah. I'm still going to say he's ahead in the count. He's up 2-1 here. He's looking for a spot, trying to drive something, trying to get the offense going.
Even numerically, correct. But distance to go, it's the same. 2-2 is popped up, and no one will get that one. So it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. You might want to check that one. That one hit off of the top of the fence there. It could have some scuffs. Tug McGraw might like that ball. There's a name I never thought I'd say
Tug
tonight.
McGraw, yeah. He weaving one in there, yeah.
Tim's dead. Pitched for the Braves.
Yeah, I'm impressed that you got that snuck in there tonight. I feel like you have these written down during the day at work, and you're trying to figure out how can I get that in there.
I'm a man with useless knowledge in my brain. 2-2, Bender right back at Cameron. Cameron throws to first, and that'll end the inning. So 6 shutout innings so far for Cameron. Mustangs coming to bat, looking to add on, up 5-0.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Bottom 6 here at Harry Sparger Field in Shenandoah. Kasur's still out there pitching, so he's plugging away, and it's 5-0 here at Harry Sparger Field. On Bob Lucky Folden Field, Peyton Athan pitching tonight, doing her best Eli Cameron impression tonight. She's pitching really well, and then she gets a base hit to extend their lead to 6-1 in the bottom of the 5th. So the softball game slightly behind the baseball game to this point. Phillies still batting in the bottom of the 5th. Mustangs just coming to bat here, bottom of the 6th over here.
Yeah, so
what we're watching.
Yeah, nice job there by the Phillies, coming back, getting a nice win the other night, 5-1, and playing against Lewis Central, doing a really good job taking that lead and haven't really given it back once they had it. So nice job there. And then on the baseball field, the Mustangs finally break through in that last inning after 14 the last time out, had nothing through 4 innings and then have a big 5th inning to put up 5.
Yeah, and a big 5th inning, and part of it was the Big Reds' help. But Shenandoah had some pretty hard hit balls there in that half inning, so they did a lot of that damage themselves as well.
Yeah, and that's what, you start to talk about the second and third time through the lineup, and the Mustangs really starting to see Kosur a little bit better there and put some good quality at bats together.
So 1-0 to Logan Twyman, 7-8-9, the exact same setup as we had at the bottom of the 5th, because the Mustangs batted around. So we're back to where we were. If you feel like it's the same thing all over again, as what I don't know what Yogi Berra says. What does Yogi Berra say? He's got a little saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking of it, but I'll say we're not restarting the stream here. It hasn't glitched.
Yeah.
We're doing the same thing.
This is not the Groundhog Day moment, right?
Yeah, no. But a good start here by Twyman, up 3-0 in the count. I'll let you think on that. I'll do a little announcing on the side here. But Twyman's done a good job not helping, not chasing. Now he's up 3-0. And do you give him the green light on this one?
No. Not because it's of Logan, but just in this situation, 7-8-9, get a free base, and there you go.
And there you go. And that's why you take one there, and 4-pitch walk, and now you've got guys on base again.
You're bottom of the order situation right there, and not that that's a bad thing, but you're bottom of the order. Let's do ourselves a favor.
Yep.
And let's not hit ourselves into outs.
Absolutely. I like it.
Deja vu all over again.
There it is.
That's what he says. I didn't even have to look it up.
It came to you finally.
This is where I was on my screen, the Google screen. That was it.
Yeah,
I didn't even turn my internet on yet.
It's amazing what the brain catches there.
I turned my data on there. We have Verizon, and if anybody from Verizon's listening, your service is terrible in this area.
It is. I'm always in extended network here.
Yes.
Let's get that fixed.
1-0 misses down, and that's going to be an extra base and maybe 2 extra bases as Twyman goes all the way to third on the wild pitch, 2-0. I digress on the Verizon thing a little bit, but
I don't.
Well,
I don't.
You have Verizon?
I do. I have Verizon
as well. I've had it forever, and I really want to switch locally because it's always important to stay local. And we've tried. Just mathematically, it just doesn't work at the moment. But they're just data plan. You're always it's terrible.
Yeah, no,
it's just terrible. That's going to be a base hit for Scammon into right field and an RBI. So that will score Twyman and an RBI, the 8th hit of the night for Shenandoah, and the first hit of the night for Scammon and his first RBI.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there. And we've seen it a little bit here as the game has gone along, that the hitters have really started to settle in and put quality at bats together. They're not trying to swing to hit home runs every time. They're just putting the ball into places where the fielders aren't. As they always say, hit them where they ain't. And the Mustangs have done a really good job here in the last 2 innings doing that.
Kosur still on the bump, nobody out. Zwickel has re-entered into the ball game for Graham, so Zwickel will be batting. And on the move is Scammon. That throws well up the second base side, so Scammon gets a steal, and then he'll get to second or third on the overthrow.
Yeah, and a deja vu all over again.
Yeah.
2 batters in a row. You're going first to third on something, and the Big Red have kind of fallen apart here the last inning and a half on the defensive side, and so if the Mustangs can capitalize, we can put 4 on the board and go home.
Zwickel 1-0. Kosur trying to tightrope himself out of some danger here. That ball is laced to the shortstop. And Zwickel on the move. That's going to be an RBI. And the go down as an... Wait, Marvin? Marvin says error, so it's going to go down as an error. E4, or E6 rather, but the run does score. So it's 7-0. It will go down as an RBI for Zwickel.
Okay, all right. Yep, give him that.
Right, Marvin?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep,
all right.
Yep. We all agree on that one.
You don't have to say yes.
No,
Let Marvin
yeah,
speak.
no, yeah, just trying to cut him off there. I was just putting my 2 cents in as the color commentary guy.
Marvin never has we've tried to get him, Aaron and I, during basketball, volleyball, football, we've tried to get him to put on the headsets. He never wants to. Shy.
Yeah.
He's a man of the people, though. he always comes up with the good stats and the good nuggets. He's good.
Yeah, he is good at his job.
He's the best stats guy in the business.
He's very patient as well to have to deal with us tonight and then with Coach Burdorf as well throughout the year. Very patient human being.
Well, sometimes we all kind of go on our diatribes, and he just sits there and listens, and he holds no judgment either way. Anyway, he's a man of the people. First pitch to Tyler Babe is in for strike one. Marvin, we're just loving you up here. Marvin was actually nominated for an award for statisticians across the greater Midwestern area. That's actually pretty impressive. He didn't win. Sorry, Marvin. I didn't tell everybody.
Just to be nominated, though.
Nominated,
yeah, absolutely great.
Babe with a fly ball. That's trouble. And that's going to get down. That's going to get past the right fielder. That's going to be at least a double. Babe may test the throw. No, they'll hold the runner at second and third. So Babe gets himself a double. And Zwickel gets to third. So runners at second and third. Nobody out, and we got a pitching change, it looks like. So we're going to take a break with now runners at second and third, nobody out. We'll be back in about 60 seconds.
Jim Hughes Real Estate has been a family-owned business since 1973, serving Iowa, Missouri, and Nebraska. Our experienced sales staff is eager to work for you. We look forward to offering you the best in personal service to meet all of your real estate needs, including residential, commercial, land, new construction, and auction services. Visit our website at jimhughesrealestate.com. Our website is updated daily. That's jimhughesrealestate.com.
I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can make a difference in the world.
Welcome to your exclusive.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
We're back here in Shenandoah. It's going to be Cam Raleigh coming in relief of Kosur. He's on the hook for Kosur's on the hook for the runner at second and third. At the moment, he's given up 7 runs. Not all 7 earned, but still on the hook for both Babe and Zwickel out at second and third with nobody out as Raleigh sets to try to get out of this bottom of the 6th. Raleigh has not pitched yet this season, so this is his first varsity opportunity. So now set to come in is Jade Spangler, who laced a double into the right center field gap his last time up, scoring 2. He hits another one in the same spot, Coach. It's going to be another 2.
Yeah, no, definitely. Good spot here. Mustangs get 3. Let's go home.
First pitch from Raleigh is a foul straight back off the catcher. A little more firm on the fastball here from Raleigh, but nice pitch, good start. Up 0-1 in the count.
Yeah, definitely a little more velo coming here now.
0-1, fastball just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jade Spangler. Generally speaking, we've talked about this before. If Jade takes a pitch, it's probably a ball.
Yeah, he's got a great eye for the strike zone up there, and he's shown it time and time again.
1-1 offering from Raleigh. That misses way upstairs and away. 2-1 to the shortstop for the Mustangs.
And if you're Jade here, you don't want to help out at all. You know, you've got a pitcher coming into a tight situation. Don't chase something to help him out.
2-1 to Spangler. That ball is into right field. That's over the head of the right fielder. That's going to score 2. And Spangler on his way to third. He's head down, going to 3, and he's in with a triple. 2.
A nice piece of hitting there. The right fielder took a big swell over his head, and Jade put his head down and showed off that golf speed, getting all the way to third. The third baseman there, McIntosh, did a nice job, because if that thing gets past him, Spangler's scoring, and this one's done.
So now Hunter Dukes to the plate. He had an RBI single his last time up. He's got an opportunity to end it here, and that just may do it. That is a fly ball into shallow center, and that will end the ball game. Shenandoah, 0 runs in the first 4 innings, and they come back in the next 1+ and drop 10 in the last 2 innings. So very impressive offensive explosion there for Shenandoah. We're going to step aside. We'll pay a couple bills. Win 10-0.
This very moment, a board-certified